How's it going, friends? It's a new year, and maybe a new you. Everyone's setting up their resolutions, but I think resolutions, from the start, limit you. You give yourself something that you're bound to for the entire year. Who knows how long you keep it, but if you end up not fulfilling it, you just feel disappointed. So instead of resolutions, I've decided to put hopes and goals. The more I accomplish, the better. I don't have to accomplish all of them. Over the year, I'll probably learn to prioritize and find out which ones are most important to me. But I got a pretty good list of them, so here they are. Experiment by listening to artists of music that I normally wouldn't listen to. You never know who you're gonna like. Take more photos, songwrite more. Chew gum more. Find a catchphrase, like... I'll find one. Visit people more. I have a lot of really great friends, but for some reason I don't really hang out with them that much. Be more creative. Be more energetic. Be less energetic. Give people nicknames. Good ones. Be more decisive. I already have a motto. Listen, learn, discern, decide. Listen to the advice that others are giving to you. Learn from what they're saying and what you've observed from them by perhaps past mistakes they've made or good decisions they made. Now take what you've listened and learned to and discern. Put it through the filter of your mind and decide which pieces of advice you want to keep and which would be best for your goals. And now decide. Now that you have all this information, you have to do something. Deciding things is really, really hard for me, so hopefully I'll get better at that. Hug more. Smile more. Sing more. Stick with things. That's another thing I'm bad at. I find a new idea I really like, I go for it, I get a plan, I start doing it, and then I guess in my head I've already done the whole thing, so when I start to do it I get really bored of it. So stick with things. The more you stick with something, the longer you take on it, the better it's gonna turn out. Write more. Be more understanding. Sometimes people aren't trying to be a pain. Just stick with them, be patient, tell them what they want to hear. Say you're here to help, be kind to them, then tell them what they need to hear, and they'll be more willing to listen. Journal more. Wake up earlier. Define your style. I don't really know what my style is. There's a lot of things I like to wear and a lot of things I don't. I just need to decide a format. Care less. Care more. Talk to strangers. Yeah, strangers are actually pretty interesting people. You can just start by complimenting them. Usually people respond great to that. Don't be creepy though and say, yo, nice body. If you talk to strangers more, you'll actually have some pretty interesting stories. Just don't talk to the really shady ones. There's too many news stories like that. Have less to do so you can do more of it. What I mean by this is don't turn down opportunities, but be more prioritizing. Figure out the things that you want to spend your time on, something that you know you're gonna love, or something that you're really interested in learning about. Focus on them. This year, I've had so many things thrown at me with starting university. There's so many things in my mind that are like, oh, I wanna do that, I wanna do that, I wanna do that. The problem with that is it's great to experiment, but you can't focus on 20 different things at a time. Find the things you're passionate about and stick with those. Definitely experiment, but prioritize early on. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a mess. Rely on others less. The fact of the matter is, people are going to disappoint. You can't be disappointed when they do. When people don't disappoint, it's just a happy surprise. But be more reliable. Be one of those people who happily surprise people about not disappointing them. Stop seeking people's approval, but start giving more approval yourself. Some people are stuck in an insecurity that relies on people's approval to make their day better. I'm not saying you should encourage this insecurity. Give them compliments and encouragements that will help them see that they don't need your approval, but it's nice to get it. Instead of saying something like, nice outfit, which will only be something that will make them happy that day, say something like, I really like your laugh, or your honesty is awesome. That will encourage them for days to come. They'll think, this is a great trait of mine. I should stick with it. And they'll focus more on the things that really matter. Play instruments better. I currently play the piano. I'd really like to play the electric guitar. Get more experimental with those things. Continue to collect awesome sweaters. Maybe some with bears on them. Read more zoology. Read more fiction. Be experimental with authors. Even if you don't like the story, you might like the writing. Memorize more important things, like Bible verses. That Bible has some really good stuff. I've been hoping to adopt either a dog, a ferret, or a conure for pretty much all of my life. So maybe research into that and figure out which breed is best for you, best for me. I keep saying you. Try to paint on canvas more than you do on actual objects that don't want to be painted on. Like table legs and the bottoms of drawers. Never mind, that's cool. Get a cooler walk. I've always wanted one of those. Get rid of random junk in your room. I'll have to do some videos on that because there's a lot of stuff in there. I don't know why I have it. It's pretty interesting stuff though. And lastly, visit my cousin in Iowa. Mentioning other states, I just went to Florida over the Christmas week and made a vlog about that. So I'm gonna be putting those up soon. I hope you like them. I hope you have an awesome new year and I hope you're inspired and motivated. There's a ton of life out there worth living and you just gotta go out there and do it. That's all for now. Watch for those Florida vlogs. Suida!